It is time for Faith and Finance with Drew Blazsik. Good morning to you, Drew.
Hey, good morning.
How you
I
doing?
am thankful. I don't know what you're going to talk about because everything in our world is so stable right now.
Yeah.
In any case.
Well, you were talking about Father Fahey last time, right?
Well, yeah, so just real quick. So we had our little one, Leo, who had his birthday 10 days ago.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned that story that I saw the bishop before that, and he was like, hey, what's his name? And I said, Leo. And he goes, man, that could be the next Pope's name.
Yeah.
And then he said, I forgot what he said. And I said, yeah, it would be Leo the 14th. And he goes, oh, yeah. And he got all, and we're all laughing about it. And then I saw him again. And then it was pretty funny. But
Yeah.
Have you fitted Leo with his own miter yet?
yeah, we tried a few times. But yeah, so just when we did it 10 days before. No, not to brag, but
Right.
right
You-
there.
You called it.
Trendsetter.
You called it.
I might not pick the right stocks, but I picked that one.
On the more important things, Drew. That's better.
Yeah. So I kind of want to revisit Father Fahey, who wrote the book Money Manipulation and the Social Order. Anyone who's interested about Catholic economics, check out his book. So if you look at it, and if you want to send me $100, I'll tell you how to get it for free. I don't know if that works, but
right.
he didn't copyright any of his books. He purposely did that so you can get it for free. So there's PDF versions of it anywhere. I would highly suggest it.
How fabulous.
So I kind of wanted to talk about that book, and I think it has to do with today. So I mean, the whole purpose of that book was that you have money manipulators with how they create money and how it really breaks down the social order and the kingship of Christ is that they're really conflicting with each other if you read the book. So I want to have some main points about that book. But again, I want to encourage everyone, search for it. It's Father Fahey and Money Manipulators in the Social Order. So point number one is money was meant to serve man, not rule him. That's quoted there. Money was meant to facilitate exchanges between them. And then he said, the production, distribution, exchange of material goods will be subordinated to the making of money. And we have to, and this is so important when he talks about, in today's society, I think money manipulation, derivatives, credit cards, how to make money on money, usury that's the biggest money maker. But his point is, it should be the productive assets should be the most top priority into society, right? And I think that what we have today is really just it's like a gambling system that we have, but because, and he brings this up in my later points, is that productive assets are meant there for the virtuous life. And he connects that because to raise a family, you have to have a productive assets. You don't have to manipulate money to do that. And it actually causes a decay in the economic system. And then what he did was he connected that with credit cards, and you can connect that with buy now, pay later that we talked about before. When you go to Amazon, and that's outside the credit card realm, where they say if you you get no interest and you could do a buy now, pay later, but you have 3 payments, technically 4 if you count today, but 3 payments, and it's outside the credit card. Number 2. The creation of money is by banks. So he emphasizes that is created by credit and debt, that once banks issue it, that's what it does, and it promotes the debt culture that we have today. Number 3 point, productive investment versus speculation. So he quoted, the art of money manipulation is inferior to agriculture, and he really wants to bring this home. That's what the book is really talking about. The disordered domination of money manipulation leads inevitably to wrong scales of values. So what he emphasizes is that since you can manipulate money, you can manipulate the value of money, and you're manipulating the productive assets that we have for society. And that speaks perfectly to derivatives, leverage speculation, and then the gambling mentality in markets that we have. And not just that, the whole culture and how we have gambling today, that now you can gamble on anything.
Right.
I don't know if you guys seen those. They're trying to pass laws about that political decisions, that people are gambling on political decisions.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't know that.
So you have Kelce, you have different websites you can gamble on. And there's big money makers they know this for a fact, that millions of dollars are moving to a certain direction. They're predicting it perfectly. So these are people in the administration and Congress that know what's going to happen, and they're gambling and making a fortune on it.
That's scary. That is scary.
But that's so wrong, because not just that, they have an incentive to make sure that something happens that might not be for the better of society. But it shows we're engulfed in it. Gambling is so much a part of society with finance and everything we have.
Back to like the 1920s, or
Yeah, they need to pass laws to really restrict it on that.
Yeah.
And they say the new addiction on college campuses is gambling, particularly among the young men. I mean, come on. This is crazy how they're going after these people who can ill afford to be involved in this.
Oh, when I take polls, when I ask, I have a lot of athletes that are in those smaller Division III schools. The majority of them say, yeah, they're involved in gambling. They all talk about it. And I've asked every single one. I said, do you guys make money on it? And, and nobody makes money. But it's that thrill of once they do make money, but of course they're going to lose it later on. They get that high from it. But it's just from that gambling culture. Number 4, the economy should support family life. And I think this is so important, is that, you talk about capitalism, you talk about communism, the collectivism, but Catholic economics is the number one important institution, is the family right there, that we need to support family life, where what does that mean? Means of production should come from families. It should come from property. It should come from passed down to generation. It shouldn't support, when we think about the global aspects of companies, it should always be dictated by family. So I got an interesting story. I know we probably running out of time here.
You got a little bit of time.
I had, you hear politicians, if you guys been to legislative breakfasts, a lot of politicians will talk about, when they're talking to the audience, how family life is so important. You always hear that. And there's someone running, is on the ticket running for governor. That's on the ticket. And I got a chance to talk to him.
Oh, really?
And I walked up to him and I said, your whole speech was about family values and that. What is your thoughts? And this is the breakdown of the family first started with no-fault divorce. And if we're going to truly talk about it, not just use it as a speech, I said, what's your thoughts of eliminating that law? Because that law destroyed the family. And he looked at me blank. I'm telling you, this was so surprising. He looked at me blank and he said, I have no clue about it. He knows nothing about it. He said he's been in politics for, I think, 20 years.
Wow.
And he said he knows nothing about it. And then I had someone come in to interrupt me real quick and change the subject.
Oh, my.
And
well done.
It shows that we need to pass laws that are strengthening the family.
Yeah, amen. And you say Father Fahey, it's F-A-H-E-Y?
Fahey, money manipulators in the social order, and it's free because he didn't copyright and he wrote some other books.
Something he didn't copyright anything to make sure everybody could have access.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
awesome.
love that.
Well done, Drew Blazsik. Thank you so much for your sharing faith and finance today.
Hey, thank you.
Have a great weekend and a Mother's Day weekend.